A dream comes true. It must have been when his trip to God's own country became a reality in 1997, having been armed with a 6-month visa. He was on a visit, but ended up staying till 2008 when he earned a permanent resident status. Perhaps a sigh of relief, but little did he know he was heading for the worse a year after. He was arrested, detained, prosecuted, and convicted for breaching the U.S. immigration regulations.
We got to the Judge Ellen Ovell. So she said she was going to give me the minimum sentence, which was 6 months. So I got the 6 months. So after the 6 months, I thought I was going to be released, but I was delayed. I spent another 6 days in detention, in prison.
Olakunle Ajomale was just a free man for 4 days. Thereafter, he was rearrested by the same police officer whose name he gave as Derek for the same offense and kept in detention. The worst hit him when he saw himself in the midst of the mentally derailed in San Diego.
So I was asking the officer, I said, "Officer, why am I being rearrested? I've spent over 3 months here now. Why am I here?" Then the officer said, "Oh no, we made a mistake, but you can be released. But it's going to cost you some money." I reported the officer, so to speak, because I reported the officer, and probably the officer, I think, must have been caught for some other mischievous activities. I think the officer was fired because we never saw him again.
Olakunle is now so sure his entire being is in the U.S., remotely controlled, tortured, and threatened daily by the U.S. Immigration Authority with an electronic harassment device. He wonders the level of damage the device must be causing his body system as he daily lives at its mercy.
They moved me from Worcester to Frederick Detention Center, same Maryland. Actually, before we even got in there, I was told to remove everything I had on me, and then they took my voice. You see, the other place was computerized, all white officers. And they bounced on me, they pulled down my pants, and they inserted a chip inside of me. From there, they took me to their medical unit to check if it was properly placed. And then from there, they took me to suicide watch unit, because I want to kill myself.
The tears from the eyes of this octogenarian, Olakunle's aged mother, may never stop unless the device is taken off her first son and breadwinner, whom she now babysits when the torment from the device comes, especially at nights.
I take anything tiny like this.
It's like a tiny broomstick. I was trying to cut it off with the flesh on his private part. I was so scared when I saw blood. This is wickedness. If I knew, I wouldn't have allowed him travel out.
In the name of God.
I feel it. It's inside of me, so yes, I feel the movement. So just move. 1 second, it takes a millisecond. With the cut in that my lumbar, from December 3rd till date, my excreta has always been watery. I've been losing weight. You can see I've lost over 40 pounds. I was weighing 165, now I weigh 122, 125.
An online research on the electronic harassment device reveals that it can be used to penetrate a person or property for the purpose of gathering information illegally or causing grievous harm. There are many methods of using the harassment device, including implantation. A visit, however, to the USIS on Walter Carrington Crescent, Victoria Island in Lagos for their side of the story on the allegation raised against the U.S. immigration was met with stiff visiting procedures, as the security officials on ground refused our entry into the building, asking us to book an appointment online. Another effort made was to put a call through to one of the officials of the Public Affairs Department of the USIS, who told us to give her some time on the issue. And when she called back, she vehemently said there was no comment on the issue.
X-rays are here.
Meanwhile, several X-rays back here in Nigeria have been unable to detect the microchip in Olakunle's system. But he's convinced he's been manipulated in the US and pleads with the Nigerian government to launch investigations into his claims.
Yes, I want this chip to be removed. Let them take this chip out of my body. Let me regain my complete health. But now nobody is above the law. If an officer made a mistake of asking for bribe or whatever, or probably any other thing he could have done, which is best known to ICE, they don't have to transfer that aggression on me.
Loretta Chiogo, TV Continental News.